Good morning, beloved. Now, if sin is to be without God, right, and Jesus mean one with God, right? Y'all gotta do the Googling, right? I want y'all to think about this, right? Because I be trying to take out, I don't want to say take out, you know what I mean? But I be trying to place people mind the fact that the Bible ain't just some religious book, right? This is a text that you can actually use in your day to day life, but we have a narrative with this book that we don't even think about, like, what can this book do for me? Like what, like, I'm not religious, and then you don't even try. So if sin is to be without God, right? So how do you be with God? If God is everywhere, in everything, and all around, then right, you couldn't completely have God, right? Then we might say, well, God lives in me, right? Okay, cool. That's fine. So you already have God then, right? So if that's the case, then if sin is to be without God and God lives in you, then what is sin? If sin is to be without God, I'm gonna have to just think about this. I'm not saying this is the sole thing about it. I just want y'all to consider this: that the decisions that you make is spirit. If God is a spirit, and spirit is our thoughts and our feelings, our emotions, stuff like that, the things that happen in our mind, right? When we make decisions on our own accord, then that's being without God. When we trying to be vengeful instead of loving, vengeful instead of forgiving, judgmental instead of forgiving, instead of having understanding, this is decisions and actions being made without God. Now, I can tell you to go read the book so you can get some ideas, so you can consider those ideas, so you can be with God when you make those decisions. But just consider that being without God is making decisions without God, making decisions without considering, make a decision. Remember that, what would Jesus do? Making decisions without stopping first and saying, what would Jesus do? And if you don't like the Jesus thing, then what would the Creator do? What am I really here for? Did God put me down here to beef like that? To talk like that, to speak like that about myself or towards other things that are shaped like me? I'm gonna say shaped like me because they might not be like me, right? Shaped like me. I might be making decisions without God. And now I'm in sin because I'm without God. Food for thought. And that's the love for today. Most I will. I'll be here tomorrow.